for MIBR. They had a strong win against FURIA, running the double duelist of their own. A lot of B-pops on Breeze at the moment, running this double duelist comp. And G2 don't intend on defending it too heavily to set up for the retake. Verno spotted out, but knows it's wiser to live than to overcommit to that fight early into the round.
Starting to rattle off the calls to his players inside the B side that there is a backstab brewing. Aspas, though, sharpest attack across the side, dealt with Leviatán to trade it out. Oh my goodness, Verno. Quite the correction and just in time. He was down to 2. Now things get a bit uncomfortable for BabyBay because he would be putting himself into a pincer scenario if he committed.
As that Viper wall drops from the attackers, Trent is caught though. The BabyBay feels uncomfortable. At what time will Verno just take the peek out of window and try to backstab?
Oh, I love this though.
Oh, just not able to connect the shots. Verno not out in time to capitalize.
Okay, well, at least he doesn't get punished for that. That could have been even worse. Valorant into the smoke. Runs headlong into Tex and is handled. BabyBay here's not hitting anyone right now.
Some early whips from BabyBay, but if there's one player in this server of the 10 that I can trust to shake something like that off, take elbow control, now double back. It's back to the B-pops. We're going to see a lot of these. It really is just a big part of the Breeze meta right now. It is so effective to hit sites hard with this double duelist.
BabyBay knows he's going to have to fight inside the side here. Aspas is dashed in already. Zekin's handled. BabyBay is able to fall back to a position where he sees the Aura coming. He does take a fair lick of damage in doing so, but Leaf is tucked in the corner, and that's the spike to go loose. Trent steps up from Archers. G2 now getting active on this defense side, not giving MIBR a chance to settle into the site. Flawless round for G2, quite a way to get into the game.
Lovely anchoring there from Leaf and Dre. Doubled up on that site.
After all that teasing about not getting an ace, he needs a bit extra to get him going in some of these games.
And he did get his first ace this year, and he was still celebrating about it recently in interviews, which is hilarious.
BabyBay, hey, okay! Those are the kind of fights that you want Unk for. Tex and Mazzino barely got off the starter's mark in this round. They're still over towards that attack side spawn. And there it is, G2 disruptive. Get ahead of the play. Catch MIBR completely flat-footed.
That's a new GT moment. The double duelist push. Well, not going to be a flawless this round, as Tex is able to deal with Leaf. But even still, for MIBR, how do you get back into this? BabyBay low HP, Jaw as well, so if they catch the right timing, those could be some very easy kills for them. They're doubled up, walking through elbow.
Trent should have his recon up.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like he's just jiggling that angle, temporarily forced back, though.
Okay, the pass for the Sova in his jaw. Nice little timing here. Tex is obviously fully revealed now, and BabyBay should be able to pop out on it, but he's low. Eventually puts that to bed. Gets a little bit messy, but that's G2 now with some consecutive round wins.
Keeping the attackers on their toes, forcing them into early passive positions on rounds.
Such a fine line, being proactive on defense without just taking wild fights constantly. That wasn't quite the adjustment required there for BabyBay.
How about that? The crouch from Tex just dialed on that angle.
He's looked very sharp already in this map.
Yeah, it feels like Tex is definitely starting to bounce back on this roster. There were definitely question marks about his inclusion in it after a slow year with Lev in 2025. Verno as well now, as G2 are just getting too aggro. Ooh, all right, that's nice from Jaw there. What a timing.
The spanner in the works for sure. That's the spike going loose now. It's all of G2 converge on that position. Look to make it difficult for MIBR to get purchase. Okay, out of nowhere. That's the explosiveness you're looking for out of Jorgamo. And big damage on Aspas to force him off the line. Mazzino is down. Jaw ends up being felled by a classic until this round is going to be tough to bring back for Aspas. As Valen makes his contribution and gets G2 out with 3 rounds.
Had them sweating though. But that can't be a situation they find themselves in here today. MIBR maybe just going right back to the simplicity of the B-pop, but this time with a lot of ultimates the Anchors will have to deal with.
BabyBay has the option to fall back should he want to. Flash on the drone, and it's not going to see the Euro in this corner. No, BabyBay's hidden entirely, and Aspas is up into the line. Hunter's Fury in play. BabyBay unperturbed. It's Leaf for 3 through the smoke. This round is at risk of falling apart instantly now with Verno, the last up. Leaf collects his 4. And G2 now starting to build some of that swagger we've seen from them in the last few games.
The B holds are just...
How effective can Valen be here? At least low economy. Try and play his life as much as possible, but he does need to get some info.
Now, Verno would love to get a tag with this so he could rip the Hunter's Fury, have everyone scale in off the back of that.
Gotta go for it anyway. Decent idea of where to aim it by the looks of things. Baby a little bit low, but here's Valen fighting inside main. Aspas with the Blade Storm connects. Headshot onto Jorgamo. Baby's gonna try and fight his way back in, but he's low. And he needs these reinforcements. He still wants to play so active here. Instead of waiting for Trent to get there for double duel, maybe didn't feel like he had the time.
Look at this HP on MIBR, though. They are vulnerable to one shot dart. They want to swing out. They want to fight together, all on Trent.
Trent did well there. Good position to stay alive, and surely he can disrupt this plant if he can get a shock here around the corner. It's a little on the later side. So Zekken does get the stick. Could be a timing here for Trent. He's heard the updraft too. 1 versus 2. Trent with a lot of work to do, and nice little impromptu high-low setup there for MIBR will do him in. Valen playing off the site here. Cosmic Divide for retake could be pretty crucial.
Now at this point, MIBR could absolutely think there's something going on in mid from G2. There is the potential of that, so Zekken has to clear out through doors as this split is going to come in from MIBR. Success on A last round, let's go for it again.
On the side here, Joel goes forward, takes Verno out of the game, but Zekken now appears out of the dimensional drift. Nova Pulse though connects. The follow-up though unlikely. Valen knows it's a clone that's going past him. G2 are here, ready to fight.
Yeah, but 2 players on site. The other 2 rotate, still miles away. Valen and Trent have to be dialed in right now. It doesn't look like MIBR want to do anything proactive. They don't have any flashes left on Zekken. They can't really fight forward, but they can fight in the pit. But Leaf, this timing might be everything. Mazzino, is he ready?
He's ready. Oh no! Gun away! Now Leaf has that backstab pressure. Viper's Pit, of course, will protect MIBR to some degree, but Valen is in there like swimwear! 2 down! And Aspas limping around the side at 30 health. It'll be a multi-swing to clean up the goat himself. And G2 will post 5.
That's super well done, just being able to maneuver around the map. Leaf getting that flank is crucial.
Sometimes those openers on Breeze from defenders with ops can feel a bit forced.
And the wall goes up for Jaw. It's going to drop at a great time, but Tex ready for that kind of play. Maybe shot through the wall. Tex on half HP.
That's meaningful damage, but all the middle of the map is under MIBR's control. The world, or this map rather, is their oyster. I like this from Valen. What a timing to take. Tex is handled.
And now that there's fighting out of A, MIBR want to work back into this B. Execute drone coming through. Aspas dash up top. Leaf pinged out. Real danger right now. Trying to stay alive. Back sight. Trent is there to help. Aspas dealt with.
Somehow he's still safe for the time being. Leaf, though, is going to get slid on there, gets Zekken. And Verno's up onto the side.
And he slipped back into the Nebula. Oh, that timing, Baby. Unscoping.
Valen's watching that jump peak for him now.
Zekken stuck on the side. No gate crash. Can't get out of it. It's all about the timing, Baby. You just can't connect.
But Valen's picking up all of Baby Bay's angles here, Wyatt. Now it's the Smig himself versus Kid Wonder. Half. It's moving shot in the back, Verno. Slithers back around to B main.
Late play through the mid doors, trying to backstab one of the players that are anchoring when their position is being disrupted by the Hunter's Fury.
Baby Bay's gate crash has expired, so he has to walk now. Back through spawn to help out here. Here's some of that stall util coming out. Hunter's Fury is in play. That's Trent. Here's the push across the site. Jaw's already found Tex. He's playing from mid-doors. It looks like he wants a little bit more. Fast laying up, and Valen is ready to activate. Catches Aspas, unaware. And not just 3. This leaves Mazzino with it all to do, and he needs to turn his back.
He can't even get the spike to the site on time. It doesn't even matter either way. Great hold from G2. Look at the disruption from Jaw. Only 1 player backside is Tex. Maybe try to go for a spam kill, but ultimately he needs to live. We're headed to a 5-on-5 retake.
We never really saw this from G2. Curious if we get it again in the gun rounds, but still, pistols need to start singing here. Verno does at least have some recon.
With this new G2, we've seen them have a willingness to really fight in the post plants, but it's not going to be a situation where they don't have enough utility on a pistol round and you just have to clear so much distance on A. No, they want to hold for the win con of Leaf being on this long wrap flank. I mean, I'm saying that. They want to fight through. What a timing.
Okay, well, it looks like G2 are more than ready for them.
Util not necessary, really.
Leaf has the off angle. He just wants to get a frag at this point.
That one's done. I mean, he's going to close it no matter what. I thought they were just going to take their time and allow Leaf to work that flank.
Doesn't look like that is the plan. Fast lane straight down mid. It's G2 off and running early. And with a lot of map control, the opportunity to leave Jorgamo as this insert. Oh, he's got a shotgun.
Shitty.
Never mind, he's got a shotgun.
Verno is ready for this, though. No util for Jaw, just straight up peeking out.
Take flight.
Yeah, the awareness there from Verno, just a little bit too much. Jaw not ready for that one. G2 again just pivoting into this A split, but this time the majority of players coming out in A main. Ospas with a pretty cool angle.
This attack side Viper will telegraphs the A split. It's a bit further back, right? Oh, okay. Sheriff work for Baby Babe. Allen on a timing. Quite the right weapon for that scenario, but still.
Yeah, I think there might have been a team flash there too. A little unfortunate. Verno way too far back. Singer not going to be effective there whatsoever.
Verno spotted there. Brief peek, enough to show himself. Hex at 58. Downed by Trent pretty easily. Okay. Chance for a plant. Zekindar on the ramp. You've got to start to be cognizant of this now. It doesn't matter. Mazzino's on a mission.
Yeah, G2 just stuck in that site. And it feels like Josh joined it after years of being the opposite as a coach. Fight in main, that's nice from second, but a good instant trade from Jaw gets an upgrade. Now do G2 just hit the gas yet?
I think so.
They definitely want to.
Just ignore the Viper wall with this fast lane, just run up.
Recon dealt with, so no chance of MIBR getting easy. Spam, look at this from Jaw. Relentless right on to Verno. Baby Bay ready to back him up. The pace of the double duelist from G2 is still just crazy, lightning fast.
It's not that they're without discipline, right? Much like MIBR, they've had that, but they really want to get this stuff started early on in the round. Mazzino's good from this position. We saw this a couple rounds ago. And I don't know if Baby Bay's gleaned a whole lot of information with this dimensional drift either.
Valorant is stuck pretty far forward on the site, but that being said, G2 have multiple players ready to play off of him in this crossfire.
We need a 2026 Aspas moment.
These smokes are going to be allowing MIBR for the cross. Nebula drops. Valen ready for the first. And what a transfer for the second as well. 17 and 6, by the way. Kind of just low-key going crazy.
Having a captain's map off the rip.
I believe that's courtesy of the Verno drop.
How far forward do G2 think he could be? Wow, that is clinical.
One shot gets out of there. Did G2 try and commit to this? Jaw has the spike right now. Fastlane, the slow walk
He's
in.
walking, I love that.
Devious.
Throw off the timing a little bit. There's a play with a classic close on site here. Mazzino has already dealt with Baby Bay. Jaw responds, but this is getting messy now for G2. And yeah, it's time for a gambit. He's pinged out though by the recon. This is very dangerous for Jaw. And Zekin slaps him down.
Yeah, that ultimate is still not very good when you're in the middle of the air. Valen now into a 1-on-3. Two players with just pistols, but Ospas, the GOAT, heads the rifle, so Valen is going to take his time. Tex actually recovers a rifle there too. So MIBR getting the necessary upgrades, but will this be the timing?
Valen trying to keep them interested in their main. I think he's going to get a timing on Tex because of that smoke activation.
That's free, and he knows he can just run it over towards this A side now. Could try to do something crazy with the Cosmic Divide late here if he really wants to.
Oh, MIBR second guess this. They actually think he pump faked.
Yeah, they want to grab Verno rifle, so he's going to go pick that off of his dead teammate's corpse as Valen brought it to that 2 versus 1. Playing back pyramid now. You know, multiple angles he could try to swing from here. Isolate one fight, bring it to the 1v1.
Would you expect the sole defender to be in Valen's position here? It might be more likely to check the A main fullback based on where the spike's been planted. He's given himself away though. Nice safe pick there from Verno. Valen on the move. Oh, planted down. I can feel something brewing here, Wyatt. You gotta feel like it's possible. Grab well activated. Cloud burst here for some cover for Aspas, but Valen is on the hunt. It's not enough. Aspas though.
There's not going to be enough time.
You can't be serious. You can't be serious.
Ready for just an explosive A hit. They still have this Cosmic Divide from Valen if they want to use that, but it's not necessary early when they have 3 walls. It's actually going up. A 4th wall, why not?
Are we going to break it? Here's Jaw. Doesn't want to swing it as yet.
Do G2 try to go and push through this? Maybe it doesn't have a flash, so it doesn't seem super likely. They have nothing to get past it.
Layers and layers. MIBR have to get moving though. This spike, it's been planted for a hot minute. Cosmic comes up. This time it's from the defenders, but Jaw gets the better of Aspas on the other side of it. Still doesn't want to go for the timing. Look at this discipline from G2. They're not pushing past these walls, man. What?
Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to win a 1v1 against Valen right now.
Oh, it's not happening.
Not gonna happen.
It's not
gonna happen.
6. Oh my god.
Avenue for this team to go down, and it is working perfectly. Second, isolated in the doors right now. Instant trade though.
Harness Fury here from Verno. Now he knows there's a push through mid. Aspas knives. Strike true. He'll be forced off the side for the time being, and Valon is going to go looking. This is dangerous for the IGL.
He's feeling maxed out confidence, and this distraction is going to work for Leaf, who is just patiently walking up mid, and Valon, of course, catches another kill.
Not again, surely not. Verno frame mocked by Valon. What? That's up to Tex. The Viper's pit's about to drop. And the spike is headed away from him.
Leaf just waiting indoors now.
You think he's cortisol maxing presently?
No, Valon definitely looking like the ASU frat leader in that game mix.
Is he a fraud? Oh my goodness, G2. 13-6 on Breeze to start this very important series. Again, showcasing this new look, these aggressive pops within the framework.
Where they knew that MIBR saved the op, and knowing that Jagmo just peeked double doors. Once the op went down, he got that kill on Aspas. Baby Bay just pushed down towards elbow because he knew the rest of the team.
I'm down. Okay, first of all, I will say Haven, I feel like has to be the least...
Yoru.
I feel like Haven has to be the least played map in Kickoff. When we have seen it,
Mazzino's really showing very little.
Mazzino, as the rest of the team work into Garage. Prowler comboed with the flash to get that space, and now it is a hit into C.
I like this idea from Tex, immediately activating after Mazzino got spotted, but it's not really paying off, is it? Verno, best he can do is try and stem the bleed, but it was only the Leaf to fall by his hand. And it is Aspas on a long rotate to an already lost site. We've heard that one before, but that's some nice shooting.
He could win this. These players are very weak. One shot for Valon and Jaw to go down.
Relay ball. Wild. What is that? That was a bit messy. Okay, Valon, I guess, on the run with the frenzy. Surely.
Oh my god, that was still dangerous. Trent could have gotten one shot there.
He might just time it as well and take the shot if there's a curveball.
Well, no curveball, just a free little kill. First blood for Aspas, and now with a minute on the clock, what will the pivot from G2 be as Leaf makes a ton of noise towards C-Long, sending up that clone. Sends a gate crash in there as well.
It does pull Mazzino over towards garage area. He gives up a bit of this space on B, but G2 are not convinced that...
Are they going to go for some kind of crazy split into C where Leaf does take that teleport? Is that the move?
I think off contact he might.
Oh my god, I mean Aspas, they didn't even need to activate that play to take care of him at default. He just goes down straight away.
Leaf still isn't TPing in. You'd think off that contact he would have gone for it. He's going to walk up C-Long instead.
30 seconds left.
There's that seize for back plat. Nebula comes down at the choke.
They don't know about backside, I think, which is why Leaf doesn't just blindly go in.
Ooh, great shock. Leaf
Good
picks
catch.
up that operator, by the way. MIBR in the 4-on-3 now. No utility for these G2 players to work with. Going to be all about the gunplay.
Box him into the site with a dark cover as well, make it so you can't play post plant from long. G2 forced to play close here, and Leaf's lucky to get away. He'll gate crash out.
Gate crash out, but smoked off. Actually, that dark cover does drop, so still will be a factor, that turret.
The Viper Wall matters, though, in terms of trying to hold here from long. Trent does this quick peek, and Zekken is out of the mix. That's the Omen gone. What can Leaf see here, though? Baby Bay's really got to pave the way, and that's going to be the Viper Wall coming down. No one's coming to save MIBR. And that's a bonus round conversion for G2. I say running back, assuming he's done it before, but it's the first time in a while.
We're going to see G2 just cycling Duelist ult into Duelist ult to win out these rounds and have some potent executes. Aspas wants to get in front of this utility, get close with the shorty, but he can't capitalize.
Bit of damage on Jaw, but he's more than happy to keep pushing up onto this side from backside. It's Verno. Tex gets in there as well. Harness Fury. These Baby Bay, the last player now for G2, the Cosmic Divide.
Nothing in this situation, right? Just this crossfire should basically be impenetrable for him. And you're going to get the swing off of it from Corrode. There's just no way, right? There's just no way. Okay. All good for MIBR. Finally able to get something on the board. Recover that operator. No, never mind. They discovered a lobby. That is as far as they will go.
They've refunded it.
Right back to garage.
Oh, yeah, see, too confident.
What? I mean, yeah, just after re-peaks.
Their comp has a lot of tools to get him into garage quickly, but they just overestimated the Prowler's protection there.
Oh, Nightfall lets G2 know that backside is clear right now, so Leaf wants to get forward, but it's not like that angle's cut off, so walks into a two-man setup.
It's dangerous for G2. They do not have information. They know MIBR are starting to filter to the side. Yeah, straight into an offline. Baby shuts Tex down at the very least, but now he's got a 1v2 with an op. That's rough. Oh my goodness. It is possible. Second, will he be spotted in this smoke? No. Gives it a tap. Surely he emerges off some kind of timing. This would be an ungodly flick like we've never seen before. Zek is cool and calm.
MIBR acquiring their second desperately needed round. Trying to make it seem again like we're going towards B. We're making something happen here, and it is working.
It's working.
To the extent that this C site now open. They'll have to deal with Zekin in garage. Jaw, does he sniff this out? Does he check the tight, that tight angle though on the corner?
Zekin afford to sit there for too much longer. He's definitely not going to stop the plant. Shock dart on towards Trent. It's just negligible damage though.
No ultimates in play at the moment.
They're
this garage fight is going to be crucial. Zekin caught with a util out.
Paranoia.
Horrific timing. What a shot from Dre as well.
This has come together so nicely for G2, but they've got to stick the landing. Verno with a swing. Leave out of the picture. So many eyes on this spike though, and Garage is under G2's control. No util here for MIBR to cut this part of the map out of the equation either. And so they step up into Valen's crosshairs one by one and fall like flies. Aspas needs to work some magic, but Trent, he's the nullifying factor. Always the contested part of the map. It's another variety of wall here for Jaw to at least imply some control of Garage. That alarm bot hasn't gone off yet, and Verno gets exploratory.
Fast rotate now coming from MIBR. Look at them going through B, trying to get here in time to support Zekin, who is fully committed right now, playing from hell. But the swing out, just caught by Baby Bay, who excels in these kind of situations as an attack operator. It feels like he's just always on the right angle, and he's never going to miss.
Zeno's committed to A fully here, but I don't know if G2 are.
Aspas is pulling off. Tex is aware that position would be taken by someone on G2. Jaw breaks the alarm bot, but the crosshair was not placed accurately.
30 seconds left.
He's shut down. Aspas was already rotating away. Bought that breaking of the alarm bot from Jaw.
You see Mizzino where he dies? He's pulled back from that tucked close position to Sewer.
Yeah, G2 are really using the Phoenix presence as a fake. Just trying to make it seem like, hey, we're going to keep playing this like we did in the early rounds. That Phoenix, like, tip of the spear. We're following him up. But it hasn't been the case on round 8 or now round 9. And look, even though G2 had a huge advantage, that usage of the Phoenix in the way still does put the nail in the coffin here.
He's not keeping this gun.
No, there's just no way. Valen too close up. Finally removed from Aspas' hands as G2 extending the lead. It's not going to be a heavy contention, though, from G2 towards A lobby. They are just straight into B this time. Leaf planting that spike. Jaw wants to fight for more, but Verno was too close on that smoke. Error exploited for MIBR to get them the advantage, and they have a lot of ults to play with. They might just send it right now.
Verno gets a ping. He could go for it. Here's the Nightfall. Catches on the 2 off the site. We do have that lockdown in play here.
Yeah, placed by Tex in garage.
He's fighting for it, he's defending it, and he's able to hold on to it. This gets awkward now. Everybody has to pull out, but look at Tex, he's going to catch them in mid. He will fall, but the detention for Leaf hits hard. That is a stunning round here for MIBR. Big investment in some of these ultimates, but honestly, they still keep the Hunter's Fury.
And the lane is going to be through the B site right now. Into that connector, does spot out Zekin. They hear Tex on the run as well. Is Leaf just going to get straight out of this backside?
He's going to fight! Zekin was ready for a great pursuit there from the Omen player. And the Hunter's Fury from Verno, well held from the last round. It's instant value.
That was a cross-map Hunter's Fury, by the way, miles away. And Verno was still over on the A site.
Baby Bay wants to get over towards that link side here. MIBR will give them a bit of space. And he is convinced that Verno is up on that stairwell. Not a bad spot to hold here. Verno none the wiser.
You are divided.
Okay. Cosmic Divide active now. This is getting a little dicey for MIBR, but they got the numbers in a big way. Valorant has the post-plant util though, and right on the other side of the wall, hurries would be assailants. There it is! 2 for Valorant! Is it going to be enough? You better believe it! Now to 1v1. Valorant gets back onto the side, and there's just no time for Verno. What do we say about captain's maps? He's giving us another one. 16-9, and a massive clutch.
And the Cosmic Divide placed.
Valorant also implying a cross of lobby. Okay, on the main we go. That garage presence heavy could turn into a wraparound, but this mid presence, BabyBay is watching double door garage.
Looks like Tex wants to push out there, but he's going to have the judge at long range. Leaf is in some danger, wants to be silent, doesn't want them to know that he's on that cross.
Tex has got a judge.
Yeah, what are they supposed to do? How can they even flank out of there effectively? It's not going to happen. Leaf spotted out backside, but he's able to just teleport away. Time is ticking again for MIBR. Not one player dead on either side.
Verno's in though. That gate crash means there's little inside presence for G2. His Leaf had to get out.
They can't block it either. It's not at half. Tex is just still sat there with a judge. He can't flank effectively.
Flash comes in here, Verno. The relay bolts are going to be deployed. Getting a bit ugly now. Mazzino looking to try and get it to hard. There's going to be some shots on the diffuser, and there is. That's going to be enough. Oh, G2. Rolling it back a little bit with the classic B-main post-plant setup. With only 4 of those defense side rounds, but now they go to the attack pistol.
I am very excited to see what G2 have in store for us here with this comp on defense. And MIBR just want to start this off playing off the wall.
I like this.
If he's in danger, of course, can just get away, and there it is, Vintage Chamber.
And he barks out some commands as well to the rest of G2, making sure they know there are players afoot.
Does
in
Leaf
sewer
stay tucked? The gate crash is going to expire. Trent and BabyBay just fighting for it. I mean, this round is just cooked, man. Yep. It's actually cooked.
5 health per second. A classic. And dreams of kind of returning to that international representation that he enjoyed a lot of last year.
All 3 events last year, has never not qualified for an international out of a kickoff. But 5 HP in the clutch, even for one of the best players we've ever seen in the game, might be too much, but I don't want to speak too fast.
That's my job.
From the server first.
We're going to have a double up here from the last couple of players. 5 health for Zekin.
I mean, he could even die to Jog's wall right now.
Yes.
Which you would hate to see.
But he has been present at 5 out of 6 of the last global events. Okay, here's the Blaze Wall in play. Zekin's going to have to make some noise at some point, I gather. Jaw gets it to half. Okay, Zekin's giving himself away and quickly silenced by Jaw. This is a dangerous situation to give up another pistol to G2 here. We are forcing.
Yeah, they're forcing up. They feel like they're in a dire situation. They are in a dire situation, and they want to do something to gain momentum, have a bounce back here.
Dangerous stuff for BabyBay. This time doesn't have time to get away. Okay, the Stinger playing towards sewer. They've read this well. Trent looking to back off now.
The grapple and the seize is going to keep those players from MIBR at bay. A Molly on top of that. Pinged up by the Haunt. This util is just overwhelming from G2.
But again, an over push there for Jaw exposes him. Trent's going to try and play tuck, play safe. Valen through the smoke with the Sting is finding 1. Now Zekin will round the corner straight into the Bulldog. Trent notches his 3rd.
What? Verno, after dying, gets a kill with the shock?
Mazzino doesn't quite know what Leaf is, though. This is dangerous. Oh, it's Wayward and Leaf. That's a nail biter. But in the end, he never took that much damage.
You just see the frustration, the dismay on Mazzino's face. But it doesn't look like they wanted... Okay, yeah, they are going to leave now. They're going to have Verno stick around with that drone. They have the recon. Ospas going to make it seem like there's going to be a lot happening at A. Smoke just came down in heaven.
BabyBay's on an aggressive line.
Here comes the fast lane, but at the same time, they're just walking into C.
They're hitting 3 sides at the same time.
What a timing.
Okay, Jaw dropped, but it was a runner back. I think you're out of options here as MIBR. 13 seconds left. What are you going to run for the seaside? Zekin tries to go for a plant, maybe? Valorant is ready for everything. Look at the half peak. Oh, even stunning up Mazzino with the Nova Pulse. Zekin, not so isolated now, is able to get the plant, but Mazzino just got trashed.
This is some of the best play I think we've ever seen from Valen, which is a high bar that he's already set for himself. But
he always does it in playoffs.
Unbelievable.
It's always in playoffs, man.
4-on-2 retake. Zekin, Verno.
Trent on the backstab. Everything is in place. Here's Jaw, flash. It's a little too easy, it seems.
And Second is just unable to do anything off of it because he's caught in a grab wall, has to come out, has no hope. Valen adds another one to the tally just to boost the VLR stats. That play at long, though, having the timing, the wherewithal to go for the Nebula.
Haven and Breeze, both maps we haven't seen from G2 so far, and now we realize that they've been cooking.
Jaw and Dre going for that high-low face again. Messino just hungry to fight, loses that duel. High-low from Dre and Jaw, nets a kill. G2, match point. The game is just firmly in their hands, dominant on their own pick.
Valen wants to push even further up. They're going to be watching for this, but it just doesn't really matter. He still gets the trade.
Just going to get his. Why not? Osboss is at 5 HP. You mentioned it at the top of this game. Maps 1 and 2, we just have simply not seen G2 on. And this iteration of G2, the new G2, are going to hit you with the craziest comp that you have seen so far in 2026. Something you could simply never be prepared for. Their playbook is dense, and also they are just going to hit you with relentless aggression. That was effortless. This is G2 at their very best. And Valen,
lacking that confidence, missing the polish you need to compete at this level. We're off to Corrode here for our third map. And this is where G2 laid that trap for C9 with a new look comp that...
And from there, they have just been in this unreal peaked form. They are ready to close this out.
Map number 3 about to kick off here with G2 on the attack side. And they're wasting no time. Contingency to give him a shield as they walk down mid. It's about to get hot and heavy up the top. And it's Shaw who finds 2. Mazzino has to be committed to the situation as well, but he's found 3. That'll slow things down for now.
Mazzino has to get online individually. He has to get into the form that he was in yesterday.
It's a damn good start, though.
The last remaining LATAM player trying to get to home soil and compete in Santiago. And yesterday he felt so hungry in the server. You could see it in the way that he was playing. G2 so far insurmountable, but MIBR obviously a squad with the talent to turn things around. Like we said to start this game off, they're the super team built to beat the unbeatable in Americas. That was G2 last year.
They're here to disrupt. They're trying to break the mold.
Combining Zekin and Osboss, bringing in the players from Lev that Osboss felt comfortable with before. But here's Leaf picking off Mazzino now on the run. 1 gets away, slips behind the wall. That's really well played to get this into the 2-on-2.
It's almost like he's expecting another player here to have rotated through. He stays hidden, tucked in the corner. Tex just doesn't check it adequately, but Leaf gives himself away with that snake bite. Tex, though, has to waddle around out in the open. Now it's on Valen, though. 1 versus 2. We need some big right clicks here from the captain. It's not to be. Finally, it's been a while. MIBR finally posts a pistol round win in this series.
First time I think Valen has missed a shot in this entire series as well, given that he's... Well, that knife gets a ton of info for Mazzino and allows Second to post up in that corner. Play off of the KO's contact.
Big flash.
That's perfect from Trent, and Mazzino was forced back as well. What is that? Come on.
Oh, surely not. The double tap. Verno's able to cut through it like a hot knife through butter, though. Still disadvantaged in numbers, and around the corner is Trent with the recovered judge. And so Tex had better have his 6-shooter at the ready because G2 now can disperse over the B side of the map.
Leaf just going to be slowly working back towards that B side as well. Eventually going to have to confront Trent with the judge playing towards site. Has to somehow deal with Baby Bay, ready to just backstab out in main, get the easy kill when he's tapping his spike and someone else is making noise. Tex, he knows there's no one close. He knows there's one upper.
He can clear that corner at least.
He's gonna know someone is in main. And he's got no time.
G2 surrounds him, taunting him. And so they will take a thrifty here in the second round, if you can call it that.
We'll see if he has to break a trailblazer, gets caught by a flash, spotted out. He will get hit with that kill contract, surely, as MIBR look at the rotates. They're coming from the top side of the map. They want to get there to help Zekin ASAP.
Yeah, Zekin's able to get himself out at the very least, but he's the kill contract, and he will be absorbed. This is quite the fight. Jorby Zekin. Jorgen's going to win it. Now Baby Bay makes his way in towards elbow. We are in the post plant here. Jaw with a double tap shield active can take the swing and take Arsbus to task. Mazino tries to get forward here. Trent wildly sprayed. Doesn't win it out, but that Odin's been neutralized. Baby Bay with the Spectre gets his.
This is must-win for Tex, trying to catch Leaf, but Leaf is just going to play it smart, ducks away. Valen on the re-swing, and now it's a weak Mazino. Not a lot of time, but he's on the flank. Can he catch this timing? So narrowly off, but still.
He doesn't have time.
Oh, Leaf spotted him out at the last second as well, and the dink through the wall. Not enough damage to take him out. So they wait out those first 45 or so seconds of the round. Now group up towards B, and Jaw going to make some noise on A, presumably. They are really liking using him as this duelist fake, and then hitting the other side of the map. There's only one anchor here. Baby Bay is in. Tex blinded on the run.
Falls down, and there's the shorty from Trent. Still fighting in the side. Mazino gives as good as he gets, but he's knocked. Now Commando's still active. That might matter in terms of setting up this post-plant architecture.
And won't get the pit down from Leaf right away if he does want to use it. Well, not a whole lot of delay, though. Yeah. All good. Drone is sent out there from Verno, so they can try to get back into elbow, but Jaw's now just on the lurk.
There's a sense like this is just meant to be for G2. MIBR look listless.
They're over-pushing right now, though. Feels like they shouldn't have even gotten to a 2-on-2 situation, but still, they have to deal with this pit as time is really dwindling off the clock.
He's going to see it coming first. The drop down is handled. Hands knocked together as G2 get out to 5.
G2 now going to execute through that A choke. Trent flashes right, so they know that elbow's vacant. Leaf with the perfect timing to catch Mazino on the drop as well.
Yeah, felt like a risk he was taking there. All right, his contingency gets Jaw into the site, but there is going to be a wall in the way. Flash through it. Burner continuing to give space. Good patience from MIBR.
Seems like G2 don't want to overfight this though right now. Just take a step back. Maybe use Valen's wall in an uncomfortable spot to isolate the player who has to defuse the spike.
Trailblazer link off this timing, Wyatt. Super heads up from Trent.
Yeah, that's great. Now they can just take that space and have another great angle to fight off of. Can Jaw go 2 for 2?
It's second again, dude.
Oh, vengeance for second perhaps, and he gets it.
Love that. Okay, now numbers getting even up here. Baby Bay might have to get busy, but he can't get into elbow. G2 have been forced off the side. Burner, they can't quite get the defuse, and what is that? Oh my goodness, 2 shots, 2 kills. Trent Shorter gets there too. And G2. Yeah, and then
their only round win.
And they immediately got thrifted by the set play in B main from G2. There were 2 layers of set play there, it's crazy.
This could be Osboss moment though as the wall drops. Nebula going to obscure his view temporarily, just a recall smoke.
Surely there's a swing off this contact though, right? They're gonna catch Arsbus. Can he get out? Oh, yeah, the double tap. That'll do it. George is getting too much. They are walking into his crosshairs, and he looks like he's loving life on this ISO. Player advantage up for G2. Arsbus only finding the 1 kill. At least he gets him off 0. Here's Zekin though. Ever dependable. So reliable. But Jorgamo has a shield every time he rounds a corner.
He is just frying them right now. Osboss committed to that fight early, but we are down to the 2-on-2, Mazino.
He's low. Almost feels too low for this. Where's Tex coming from as well?
I felt like MIBR were out of it, but suddenly this actually has become a real chance for them to get this first gun round win, but Jaw has other ideas.
4 for Jaw, and he's looking for more. Tex out in the open, knows how to win it out. It's on Trent. Quiet achiever. He'll tuck on the corner. And Tex is looking to step up. The role player. 2 role players. And it's Trent that takes it. Devastating round loss for MIBR. They bought into it. Arsbus with an op, and they got completely thwarted. Yeah, Viper's Pit is here. Joel's saying, right, what's there to be getting? All right, who
Wait, it got Tex, but it doesn't matter. Mazino's in the pit.
Yeah, he's dominating. Tex, though, inside the kill contract. Oh, he's sharp. Okay, all of a sudden, MIBR have found themselves. They're going to win this round.
G2 really just tried to rush that pit. And Mazino was super ready for it. Still has that determination to get MIBR back in this game with a 4-piece.
Feels like that's definitely enough. Fighting inside that Viper's Pit.
Push down mid from Verno, though.
So what are they hoping for behind this Cosmic Divide? Because they pulled out a B entirely.
Perfect. That's a good first kill. Can anyone trade?
You would think that a swing here from Valen?
Yeah, just patient, waiting for some kind of sound cue for the peek out.
but there's such limited information about the state of top mid that G2 can't split A here.
Now if G2, if they try to rush into A though, this conversion paths could lock them up in the choke, allow time for MIBR to rotate.
That's really telling though. That only one Seeker gets over to this part of the map. Oh, that's a big catch here. Convergent pass in play. Aspas Mazzino both hinted out, and BabyBay might have the chance to capitalize on this, but refracts away. Aspas able to shrug off that hindrance now, and Jaws playing forward, caught by the fragment by the looks, and now Mazzino is trying to get in there. Aspas though has been picked up, this presence in elbow, and so Mazzino's going to go for it, self-flashes, and takes the kill on Valen. Gives it a tap. Trent gets close, suppressed, but sees Mazzino coming, and now it'll be Zekin. BabyBay in a 1 versus 2. Has to move on up. No defuse right yet. Oh my goodness, he's done it! It's just dirty! He just smeared all over him! Similar reaction for the rest of us.
MIBR can't believe it. It felt like suddenly there was a moment. They're getting back into this game. Mazzino got that 4-piece on the previous round. They're aggressive on that retake. And still shut down because of a clutch.
Okay, Hunter's Fury here. Can Verno make an impact on this round? Tags are good on Trent, he's dealt with. That's a free kill, but Jaw finds his instantly, and he's got that top mid control into the side. Has the double tap shield broken, but this snakebite means that the Tex can't get any further ahead for now. But his aim has been so good.
Leaf oversteps, no one able to assist. Does Jaw play this aggro? He wants to take the fight, but the pop flash is perfect from Mazzino. Capitalizes off of himself with that spray through the box. Now BabyBay is isolated in this site. Valen needs to play from B main. He needs to find a time to get past that wall and out the smoke to be able to help Dre.
There's an Aldron coming in. Nova Pulse is used. Valen gives his position away, but here's BabyBay on a swing. Timing, it's good. Can he relocate? It's on Valen though, and Verno notches up his third. MIBR saving a little bit of face here in his first half, but as defense sides go, it's anything but convincing.
It really does feel like, just for a moment, a burst of life for this team. They started to show signs of life at the very end of that defense. But here at G2, straight out of B main, they want to just take the fight to them. Look at this play.
Always a set play, Wyatt. They're happy enough with that 1 kill, but Trent wants to try and catch Second pulling out of this position. He may be a little too late, though.
Little face off the wall drop. Oh, Valen exposing himself. Verno with an opportunity, pushing through that wall, but he can't win the isolated duel. That would have been crucial to cracking open this A site.
Tex hoping to follow, and Valen isn't aware of just how close he is, but he has his crosshair placed perfectly. Look at this.
Great kill, and now this player with the shorty Leaf going to need to reposition. MIBR have just circumvented him completely by getting to back A instead, flipping the map.
Are they gonna rotate through defense side sport?
No, there's just no way. They're not going to have the time. Yeah, the map is just way too large. But they have to deal with Leaf close up with the shorty.
He knows now.
So dangerous.
What? At that range? Are you kidding me? Oh, the double tap gets 1. So it's down to Zekin. Trent and BabyBay a little split right now. BabyBay a little bit alone, but does not care.
He just gets there at the perfect moment to round the corner. We've seen this story before back on Haven. Second half forced right now from MIBR, trying to pressure onto BabyBay. He knows he's going to get overwhelmed. That refract doesn't do a whole lot for him, though. He is still on the run. Players pinged up. Aspas in pursuit.
I like that from Aspas, but now he's realized he's run out of rope. He's going to have to pull back, but the rest of his team instead are going to hit this side. Valen though with the Spectre. What a flick from BabyBay. That is nuts. Verno loses purchase on the spike, and here's Jaw with a backstab opportunity. 2v3 again. G2 with the suppression on Tex. That is tough. And Valen delivers a 4-piece.
It feels like everyone on G2 are just running around with the stim beacon. There's no brim, but it feels like they're just that quick. You know, would have loved to have been able to find a G2 player actually posted up there to be able to get an opening kill.
Oh, no way.
Wow, what a kill for Tex to find.
Trento's just going to pick this up. Oh, around the wall, he can find a timing. He's still up. Second, trying to plug away at him with that Sheriff, but can't find a kill.
Gets the quick gun swap, upgrades to the Phantom on the retreat. Verno down mid. Yeah, you're not going to be wanting the stinger, that timing.
They know, though.
Oh my God, Aspas somehow gets away.
But Aspas, his weapon there was the element of surprise. He's lost that now.
Look at this in the meantime. G2 have Leaf working down B main. So if MIBR do go hit B, you could have Jaw take a duel, then back up, control elbow, and they could set up a retake from multiple angles, except Zekin is going to re-clear in main. This fight is so crucial, and Leaf is not ready for it.
Big win, Zekin, obviously with that Vandal.
MIBR, Jaw? They're everywhere. Jaw wants to refight this now.
What is that? That was mental. He's picked himself up the Vandal now. Numbers once more even. At least though, Aspas can now play closer angles with this Bucky. He's actually in a decent position to make use of the weapon in the post plant.
MIBR are so spread across the map right now. Drone going to see Jaw, not going to see Trent. Verno right now, not a lot of help, but Aspas moves to heaven, and wow, that is sick.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a mistiming there by the looks of things. Trent wasn't there to pick up. Now onto the side we go. Much of this timer has elapsed though when you're out trying to be caught. Aspas!
He just dives right in, straight away, no hesitation.
I'm sure there's a way to turn that off, but I've just not bothered to find it.
Never tried to find it in the last 20 years of gaming. All right, Aspas is in deep, and he knows the time to get out. Wasn't going to be able to get that kill onto Jaw.
But here comes the layers of stall util. Here's Valorant though. Can he get... Ooh, paranoid. This now is going to give that access to top mid from Zekken, forcing Leaf right back here at elbow. He's further forward than I would have expected, and it doesn't pay off.
No flash from Mazzino, but just a jump swing into the real swing to collect that kill is going to be enough. Zekken needs some assistance, and Aspas will be there for him. Mazzino still is just determined to win these rounds, to will MIBR back into this game. Money on the line for G2 right now. They have nothing in the bank.
Baby wants to try and get through. Okay, has he seen enough? Yes, good flash utility from Trent, but Baby Bay is not positioned to make use of it. And now, G2's money.
Instant play, right, with that vulnerable going out dash as well from Baby Bay.
Aspas straight up mid now as well. Can't refract anymore though, so is, for all intents and purposes, committed.
Jaw just tries to take a timing, but doesn't expect that MIBR would be posted up with that many rifles in his direction.
Starting to see a lot of these timings attempted by G2 here.
Timing part 2.
Yep.
Nope, Baby Bay on the run, but that is a sick angle from Aspas.
Super nice. Yeah, he refuses to give up that mid presence. He's second of the round there.
MIBR are stabilizing in this anti-eco. Now set up for the A split, but they still do have to deal with 2 G2 players.
Okay, Stinger swing. Good for one. Trent with his... Okay,
surely
all right.
not.
We just need to slow it down a little bit, I feel. Trent looking for a yard swing.
Oh my god.
Does he know? Yes. Aspas going to... He's not checking. He doesn't know. He doesn't know! 2v2. Trent on the line. Verno with a swing out. Leaf now is on his way over, so maybe some time needs to be bought. Seekers are active, and Trent wants to play off them, but is this going to line up with Leaf's arrival timing? Trailblazer for Leaf to play off? Wait a minute.
Oh, Zekken on the run. A couple shock darts, by the way, if they tap the spike.
Rifle upgrade!
Isolated!
Could be happening here. Verno trying to cover the spike, and G2 have recovered an unthinkable round. Yeah, Leaf and Trent, that is gross.
A disaster. I mean, I'm speechless there for a second when you lose a round like that on the comeback attempt. Valen right into the smoke, but dealt with.
Okay, 1 for 1. Mazzino wasn't the one that went down, so Zekken cannot be returned to the fray. Baby Bay inside the smoke as well. He wants to fight it. In mid, it's getting messy. He's hit with a hinder. Aspas able to capitalize on it. Now the presence over to A through elbow is there for MIBR. Trent down to a, checks notes, fragment. And now G2 with 2 come back in. There is a kill command, a kill contract rather, for Jaw.
One enemy remaining.
Might just want to save it a little bit as Mazzino post 3 in the round.
God, even still, with those MIBR players getting low, Leaf lines them up, but Verno, surely they would never win an eco to close out the game against MIBR, trying to make a comeback in the middle round finals to qualify for Santiago.
That's very specific.
They would never do that.
Very specific. But either way you slice it, it's 5 match points for G2. Okay, here's the set play. Ooh, Tex is down. They do find one of those players so deep over towards that A side of the map.
I think Tex was caught with a vulnerable, so he gets one-tapped by a ghost. What a crazy sync of that utility. Leaf in the corner with the shotgun.
Zekken does not lose those. I'm almost certain. Baby Bay, Rat, Artui.
Oh my, what a timing for Verno to catch.
Okay, Jaw's going to back away. He knows things are getting a little bit dicey now in this kind of round. Trying to be anticipatory. But eventually this push out of Link should come, and Jaw just overextends for that information.
MIBR now on this pivot towards B. Crossfire set up though for mid.
Mazzino can't clear.
The players are a great shot though.
1, 2, 3. Oh, surely not. Spike's been dropped and Leaf tries to go ham with the classic, but Aspas is low. He's a 1 shot to Trent.
Spike has to be recovered. Trent now knows that Player in mid will be running towards that B site. Zekken has adjusted. He can play over towards heaven.
He's got a gun.
That is the perfect position for Zekken to close out this round. The two stars of MIBR.
But they are split. There's no crossfire here. And Trent can set up. If he works around on the right, hard for Zekken to see him. Aspas is on the move. Like ships in the night, they've passed each other.
About the timing for that.
Trent's not going to be ready for the swing around the corner. Oh my goodness, I speak too soon. And now he spotted Zekken. Time though is of the essence. Paranoia comes in. Trent peels himself off the side. 9 in the chamber. Scant seconds remaining. Zekken won't give him anything to shoot at right now. The jump up. 6 bullets. Time! What? Trent, are you kidding me? And he's got time to finish the job as well, surely. I can't believe it. Not only to qualify for Santiago, but to do it in such a fashion. Trent saves the day.